Sigma males are well regarded for their vision and strategic prowess. Many times the word Sigma feels synonymous with the words intelligent, mysterious, and intellectual. But what happens when you meet a Sigma who doesn't seem to possess many of the qualities they are praised for? Or what happens when you're dealing with an unhealthy Sigma? Let's see 10 signs that you're dealing with a poorly developed or immature Sigma male. 1. Their way is the only right way. Unhealthy Sigmas get tunnel vision about their ideas and visions. It is difficult for them to think outside of their own predictions, and they can become closed-minded to other views and perspectives. Overinflation of the Sigma's intuition can result in stubbornness and single-minded fixation on one vision or idea. Stubbornness isn't always bad, but unhealthy Sigma men are so singularly focused that they block out anything that would contradict them. Sometimes this is the result of a lack of development. 2. They don't care how you feel. This is where the Sigma stereotypes can show up in real life. Healthy Sigma males may not always be aware of how people feel, but they still take vital interpersonal needs into consideration. Unhealthy Sigma males legitimately don't care how other people feel. They're so fixated on their own goals and ideas that they dislike making room for anyone else's emotional needs. Without adequate development of feelings, Sigmas can become lopsided in their development. Their intuition is fixated on finding underlying meanings and predictions. Their thinking is focused on organizing and structuring the world for efficiency and effectiveness. If Sigma men refuse to give weight to their feelings, they develop the false belief that other people's feelings are insignificant to the larger picture. 3. They give you the silent treatment. Sigma men tend to be internal processors when it comes to their feelings. They don't typically feel the need to rehash how they feel to other people. While this isn't always a bad thing, it can negatively affect relationships or friendships. When Sigmas get offended or irritated by someone, they may just close that person off rather than trying to work out problems and search for misunderstandings. Sigma males are introverts, so they're more likely to think before they process out loud. They also have an internal way of mapping out emotions and understanding them. When they feel something deeply, they're likely to sort out their emotions on their own, rather than seeking advice or input from others. This can leave their partner, friend, or family member feeling lost when it comes to where the Sigma is at emotionally. Healthy Sigma men know that emotional expression and input are important, so they balance their internal processing with sharing and healthy vulnerability. Unhealthy Sigma men tend to just cut people off or go silent, potentially missing out on reconciliation or deeper understanding. 4. Their visions and ideas lack real-world data. When Sigma males push their need for introversion to an extreme, they can become out of touch with the world around them. They still develop visions and ideas, but those ideas lack weight because they're not balanced with information and facts from reality. Their perceiving function gathers real-world data in the present moment. The more Sigma men experience the real world through a variety of projects, activities, and interactions, the more data can feed to intuition. It's vital for them to regularly get out in the world to read up on facts, and get input from experiences so that their intuitions are more accurate and realistic. Of course, they still need to make sure they're balancing this with adequate alone time. 5. They regularly act impulsively and recklessly. Sigmas who are experiencing chronic, extreme stress will have bouts of unexpected impulsivity and recklessness. They may habitually binge eat, spend devastating amounts of money, or give into road rage. They may also have less negative ways of dealing with stress like overcleaning, blasting loud music, or exercising until they're exhausted. When Sigma males are severely stressed, they become uncharacteristically impulsive and focused on the sensory world around them. They are more likely to seem like unhealthy Omega males than Sigmas during times like this. 6. They disregard their health and physical well-being. Sigma men can be so fixated on ideas and goals that they lose touch with the physical world around them. When this happens, they tend to deprioritize sleep, healthy eating, or exercise. They can become out of touch with their bodily needs, forgetting to hydrate, rest, or eat the right amount of meals in a day. They are intuitive men, The world of concepts and predictions is what drives them and gets them excited. The physical world is much less intriguing to them, so they are at risk of ignoring it or devaluing it. Where a beta male would instantly notice the sensation of thirst or fatigue, the sigma male can be blind to these things and end up in a perpetual state of discomfort, fatigue, or dehydration. 7. They force logic to fit their ideas. Healthy sigma men are more interested in knowing the truth than being right. Unhealthy sigmas will bend the facts and the logic to fit their vision or idea. Their arguments are filled with logical loopholes, and they're unwilling to entertain ideas or facts that would contradict their perspectives. When they get to an unhealthy state, their intuition takes over and gets overinflated. Intuition is less concerned with logic and facts than it is with ideas and visions and predictions. When intuition is overinflated, they will bend their thinking side to support their intuitive side. Thinking becomes less independent and less objective and more warped and enslaved to the intuitive process. 8. They are cut off from their own emotions. When sigma males don't give sufficient weight to their feeling side, they become hard on themselves and disconnect their link to the emotional world. They become overly fixated on productivity and accomplishment at the expense of their individual emotional needs and desires. When their emotions flare up, they see them as untrustworthy and rapidly push them aside. This continued tendency propels them down a path that is ultimately unsatisfying for them, because it doesn't coincide with their deeper cravings and emotional needs. It can also make them tactless, brusque, and lacking in empathy for others. 9. They form unfair judgments of emotionally expressive people. Unhealthy sigmas tend to find emotionally demonstrative, exuberant people annoying. They often struggle to trust them and wonder if they have ulterior motives. They may enjoy knocking these types down a peg or condescending to them, instead of approaching them with an open mind. Sigma men tend to see strong expressions of emotion or people who promote group values to be suspect. Healthy sigma men realize that there are strengths in differences and approach their feelings with an open mind. 10. They have a superiority complex. Unhealthy sigma men get caught up in their own visions, ideas, and intellectual theories. They so highly value intuition and thinking that they devalue or dismiss others. They may refuse to entertain ideas by people, seeing them as unreliable and of little use in comparison to themselves. Every personality type, when unhealthy, tends to view people with opposite preferences in a negative light. Instead of seeing the positives of their differences, they only project their own weaknesses in these areas onto others. Since unhealthy sigma men don't trust their own feelings, they view feeling types as untrustworthy. This isn't an exclusive tendency of sigma, every type can do this. Alpha males may feel superior to beta males, delta males, omega males, and even sigma males. Omega males may feel superior to beta males and so on. Sigma males have many tremendous strengths and abilities. Don't get so fixated on the tendencies of unhealthy sigma men that you fail to see their incredible gifts.